Welcome to my channel, Made to Inspire. Subscribe and like this video. You're going to be inspired, educated by watching this. Stay tuned. Today we'll be discussing speech, and I'm going to be explaining why many people lack self-confidence with their speech, and also the way out in this. You see, there's no really a specific formula for speech therapy, and as you know, many of us are sad about our voices. They are sad about the way we speak, our wording, and the fact that we're not fluent enough when speaking. So I'm going to be telling you a lot of things that you do not know about speech, and also how to get there, get better, do your thing, and pop. So moving on, you see, every human has the way they speak. Like, God has put us a voice inside of our throat, and then we can be able to talk and be audible. But majority of us were born with speech defect, in the sense that we don't know how to speak, and then there are some people that are dumb, they can't talk. But that's a topic for another day. But right now, I'm going to let you know that you are not alone. I personally suffered from speech issues. I personally suffered from speech issues, and it was really depressing. At a point, I did not know how to communicate well with people, and I was like, oh my god, how could I address the situation and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I realized that it was killing me consistently not speaking, not expressing my views, not saying what I have to say, being expressive. At the end of the day, a lot of people use that against me, and then it forced me to come out of my shell, the shell that I had structured for myself, and learn how to speak and talk. So it wasn't an easy thing, it wasn't something that was easy to do. It was really strenuous to do. I just had to believe in myself and believe in my voice. Why exactly was I in that situation? It was because I did not have confidence. I was not confident in my voice. I felt my voice was too childish. You hear me now? In my head, I feel like I'm talking like a child, and that kind of thing. And most people talk to me and tell me, "Oh, Favor, the way you speak like a baby girl." And what? I wanted to speak like an adult, and I didn't like the fact that I spoke like a baby, and it was so depressing to me. And most of the time, I changed my voice in this way. Hello, what's your name? I be more versatile, and that really was the drawback, because I can't speak continually like that. So it made it so, dramatic, and at the end of the day, it's like I was making a fool of myself, which shouldn't have been. Now, if you have different reasons why you don't like your speech, maybe you're not speaking as much of a British individual. We as Africans, we have our own intonation. Yeah. Yoruba people, they speak the way they do, Hausa people, they speak their own style. Even every part of Nigeria, they have their own intonation, which makes it special and beautiful. But because of we happen to see a lot of British speaking people, American speaking people, we find that we are not confident in the fact that we intone our words with our dialect ways, and then it makes us to be subdued. We shouldn't be. Okay, so it's not that. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's not good to speak like in a British accent, but even when you're speaking in a British accent, you notice that your natural intonation is popping in a little bit here and there, and then you're like, oh my god, I shouldn't stop. I should just stop. I should just stop. Please do not stop. Okay, keep talking, keep speaking. Okay. Now, as we all know, English is something that we cannot really completely master. What do I mean by that? Like, there are times where you speak in a British accent and then you notice that you have a flaw. In the sense that, I use that as an example, come. You know, come. Like, in British, like, come. But at the end of the day, you're saying come, not come. And at the end of the day, it's like you have that flaw in the sense that you do not know the right diction to use at every point in time, and it's big terms kind of imbalanced. Do not be too hard on that regard. Just know that practice makes perfect. And even though you're not speaking 100% British way, just know that you are actually trying and getting better and doing all you can to get the best intonations. That's just it. Believe in that power of your spoken word. The power of your word is really important, okay? Alright, moving on. We have talked about dictions. We have talked about intonation that you are born with. Now, the ability to speak fluently. Most people, they stutter in the sense that they stammer. It might be inborn with, or some they keep thinking of what to say at a very particular time and they don't flow, naturally. I'm going to use myself as an example again. That was the time that I was speaking during essays and all that, debates back in secondary school. And I remember we were told to speak about anything you really are versatile in. So I thought of speaking on humility. Yes, and I had crammed this book and I knew what to say, but I was so fluid in the sense that when I got to the assembly ground and it was my turn and everything else, I was, pushing it, pop, 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 pop. You understand that? And there was no stop, there was no pause, there's no any form of thing that, could differentiate between a sentence and a statement or a phrase. And at the end of the day, my fellow colleagues, my classmates, they were not getting me. It was like I was talking on my own. You see, that was a major drawback. And it really was really sad to me because I felt I was communicating. At the end of the day, I was not communicating at all. Goodness, what is it? So it made me to be able to go back. After that day, I would talk slower, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I was not fluid anymore. I was touching on my words. I was drawing back my words so that people would understand me better. But that is also not proper at the same time, and it was a drawback because anything that makes you not to be yourself is always a drawback. Going forward, I found myself going backward, and it was not really good. Now, there are ways to handle that situation, which I will tell you. Now, there are other people, like I said, that we are born with stuttering. They stutter a lot. Everything is not fluid or fluent, and they stutter, they break their sentences. Those people, either they're born with it or it happened over time. You should know. that you're not alone, and there are various things to do to boost your speed. But while at it, you have to be confident in yourself. The thing about talking is that if you're not confident by talking, no one is going to listen to you. Okay, when you're talking, you're like, hello, hello, no, speak out, talk. You understand? Even if they say, I don't understand what to say, repeat it. Still be confident and repeat. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but know and trust in your power of the word, what you are saying. Okay? Now, if you're not talking clearly, it's not just about stuttering, it's not about intonation. Sometimes it's like we don't know what to say. In this respect, somebody is talking about domestic violence, and you are really a novice at that particular topic, and then you're being asked to say what you want to, your own opinion on the matter. Then at the end of the day, you keep starting over that topic, you're like confused. You don't talk as much as you would when you're talking with your friend, and then everything is in a slow motion. You understand? Before the words go into your brain and comes out with speed, it takes a lot of time to process. And at the end of the day, you find that if you want to say 1,000 words, you have only succeeded in saying 50. Let's be fair, it happens to people. So the thing is, understand the topic. If you really don't understand what you're talking about, just say you do not, and let the people that understand do. Don't fool yourself because you want to talk, you want to express yourself, you want to bring out an opinion. But if you are versatile in that topic, what you have to do is wait. Think on what you have to say. Give yourself just 5 minutes. Recollect your thoughts and then you speak. Because English is something that you say periodically. You understand? You don't need to visualize it. There's no master in English. Contrary to people's opinion, everybody learns each and every day. The way you speak now may not be as advanced as the way the people speak tomorrow. So everything has to do with your conscious effort. How you think. So think on what you have to say and speak on it. You understand? So that's just it. So it's like a power of thought. So whatever you think, you say it in speech. So that's just it. Another thing is, if you want to be fluent in British English, there are many platforms, even here on YouTube, that teach how to speak fluently in British. Do not be hard on yourself. Know what you have to say. Be confident in your voice. Be confident in your speech. Whether you talk like a man, whether you talk like a baby, whether you talk like an adult, whatever it may be, okay, just be confident, because what you're saying is more important than your tone or whatever. Okay, your words matter, and if your words are nonsense and you're confidently speaking nonsense, that is rubbish. So just know what you have to say and make sure your words are always inclined to positivity, inclined to reality and fact. Don't say just because you want to say, but say because it's true and you know what you're talking about. Okay, if you have questions on a particular issue, feel free to ask. Okay, do not be afraid of your voice. Do not be afraid of your voice. Like, for example, this time back in secondary school, I entered the commercial vehicle from my school back home, from home back to school, that kind of thing. And then, if I didn't tell the conductor that, oh wow, oh, please stop. Do you know that they passed my bus stop? At the end of the day, I have not spoken, and I'm the one that will suffer it now. If the speak stop me where it's too far from my home, I'm short of funds. How do I get back? So do you say I have to speak? And whether or not I do not like my voice, or they will laugh because of my voice, I will have to summon the courage and confidence to say, oh wow, stop, it's my destination, let me get down, I've gotten to where I want. And the conductor will ask you, is it the next bus stop or this bus stop? And you'll be like, is this bus stop? So that's just it. So if I had not been confident enough, I'll miss my destination and it will affect me later. Understand? And I'm the one that will suffer it. So speak forever. You can also use this example and illustration of mine to handle yourself if you are in an organization or places where you need to speak. You just speak, okay? No matter how people mock you, just know that if you cannot speak, no one will even listen to you. So if you have a point, if you have anything you want to say it and say it. Speak. And if you want to be versatile in British English or American English, there are mediums to go through that will bring an effective way of speaking. Till next time, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment and like this video. I can't wait to see you the next time. Bye.